A lot of marketers out there know that the better you know the customer, the more successful that your marketing will be. It's really not as easy as it sounds, and there are 5 mistakes that you can make when doing customer research. So let's get into them. The first mistake out there when doing customer research is asking the customer what they want. As Steve Jobs once said, it's not the customer's job to know what they want. Customers know their problem, not their solution. That's why when they're going out and looking for things, they know what they need to look for in order to solve the problem that they're having, but they just don't know what the solution is, so they're out there searching for it. If they knew what they wanted, they wouldn't have to search, they would just go get it. So, when you are actually interviewing people to get some customer research, what you should be doing is asking them the problems that they have so you can design solutions around those. You want to find out what their emotional state looks like, and you want to see what it's going to feel like for them after the problem is fixed. Once you know that, that's when you can design the solution around the problem. The second big mistake when doing customer research is asking people to define their future. As humans, we are terrible at predicting our future. You get better information by asking people what they did in the past. And actually, Sony did a really cool experiment about this. They asked a bunch of teenagers what they thought about the Sony Walkman. And honestly, a lot of them loved it. So at the very end, what they did is they set out 2 different versions of the Sony Walkman. They set out a black one and a yellow one, and then let them choose. After the interview was over, they offered this free Walkman, and more people chose the black one over the yellow one. The moral of the story is, if you try to predict the future and have them predict what they're gonna want when it's all done, you're probably gonna be wrong. The third thing that people make mistakes on when doing customer research is asking for opinions. Yes, opinions can be insightful. And in reality, that insight can help you build whatever product, program, or service that you're trying to provide to other people. However, those opinions don't always match people's problems. They also don't match people's actions. So you want to take that with a grain of salt. The other thing that opinions can do is it can actually sway you in the wrong direction, so that way when you do have a finalized product, you end up not actually solving the problem that was initially being had by your customers. Number 4, not interviewing actual buyers. Now imagine this. Imagine you put together some sort of amazing product that solved a major problem. You just put it out there, everybody loved it, it had great reviews, but you never talked to any of the buyers. So you made a version 2.0 and you made it in a way that you thought was better, not what they thought would have been better. See, when you fail to interview the buyers, you fail to understand where your product may have fallen short. You're not getting the right feedback, which means you don't have the information to make it better in the future. The highest quality information comes from the people who actually bought the product. And number 5 is just bad timing. It's not just knowing the who, it's also the when. The best information comes from people who recently bought your product because it's fresh in their mind. They're going to understand the things that they love about it. They're going to understand the things that are a pain about it. And if you're interviewing somebody down the line, they may not actually care as much about the pain points because they've loved it for so long, they've forgot about what was bad about it. If you get it when it's fresh in their mind, you're going to have better luck getting right information instead of diluted information. Just think about it. The purchase is actually fresh in their mind, so the emotional and rational reasons for the purchase are still there. Get it while it's hot. And here's the thing. Of these 5 tips, if you don't have any customers yet and you are just trying to get started, the biggest thing you can do is go look elsewhere. Interview some of the customers of your direct competitors, people who are doing exactly what you want to do, maybe even the exact product or service that you're trying to put out, and go interview their customers. Go see what they have to say. Maybe you can find things that they're not doing that you could do to make yours a competitor product. Also, start interviewing customers of indirect competitors. By indirect competitors, it may be somebody that has a similar product, but maybe for a different purpose. So a good example could be maybe a drill attachment for buffing wax on a car versus a drill attachment for a brush to clean grout. Very similar behavior, right? They attach to a drill, you use it to clean something in a circular motion, but they're not direct competitors of each other because they do a different task. So if you're trying to come up with a better buffer, but you only know people that have bought the brush, maybe start asking them how they like the brush. What do they like about it? What do they not like about it? What do they wish was better about it? That could give you some ideas as well. And also start interviewing some of the prospects in your buying journey, especially when we're trying to put together digital products or services or anything that can be of value to other people. Understanding what they're thinking during the journey of getting into your information and into your ecosystem can be extremely powerful, because you can understand how to make that information better. So then your actual buying process is more informational and more fluid. So there you have it. There's 5 things that can help you know your buyers better and create more profitable marketing strategies.